What is up, guys? This is Myth here, back with another 7 Night video. So just a minute ago, the global server has just finished its weekly maintenance, and the new hero, Jiparon, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but he has just been released, and he looks very strong, that he will fit in really well in this current meta. So I'm just going to make a short video and just do a quick hero spotlight on him. So firstly, let's find him in the codex. He is under heroes and regular hero. As you can see here, he's only got 5-star and 6-star version. So he's a bit like Alice and Aragon, which they don't have 4-star version. So it's a little bit hard to get him, especially it's impossible to get him through fusing 2-3 stars. So he will be a bit hard to obtain, but let's go into look at his skills. He reminds me, firstly from the appearance, a little bit of Ryu from Street Fighter, not only because of the headband, but also if you go into the skill preview, that's how he's crit. Let's go to 2x speed. That's the normal attack. Looks pretty cool. First skill. Okay, so he shoots beams out, and this skill, which is kind of like Hadouken from Street Fighter. So I think maybe design is a little bit copied from Street Fighter. But anyways, his skill looks pretty cool, and let's go through his actual skills. But firstly, 30 speed is very high again. It's actually the exact same speed as Black Rose, another meta unit, and same as Black Rose, he's also got Void Shield, but he's got 2 Void Shield compared to Black Rose, who has 3 Void Shield. But then again, he's got a 3-turn zombie like Bylon, Chris, and Tio. So survivability, I say, would be similar to Black Rose. If not, he can survive longer. And let's look at his base stat at level 40. He's got 2.9k HP and pretty much 1.7k attack. And let's compare that with Black Rose. So Shadow Clan and level 40 plus 5. So similar HP and similar attack. Same speed, and I think it's same defense as well. So it's quite interesting. But let's look at his kit. Let's go back to him. So passive, immune to damage 2 hits. So it's a 2-hit Void Shield, which is pretty handy in the Void Shield meta. So now you can actually make the 5-man Void Shield team on Global and Asia. So there's 5 being Jiparon, Black Rose, Bidam, Lubu, and Tio. So there you go, full Void Shield team. And additionally, if you kill, he will revive with immortality for 3 turns. So that's a 3-turn zombie. In this state, become invincible, increase crit and counter rate a lot. It doesn't say by how much, a lot. So it's kind of like Bylon's passive. So it's pretty good. Let's look at his first skill, Eye of the Storm. Inflicts 50% physical damage on 4 enemies 2 or 3 times. Okay, so this is a meta-defining skill, because I presume it's random 2 or 3 times, but at least it will take out 4 enemies 2-turn Void Shield. So, and if you're lucky, I think you can take out maybe, I wonder what the rate is like, maybe 50%, 50% 2 and 50% 3. So it depends on your luck. With one skill, you can take out Bidam, Tio, Black Rose, and opponent Jiparon's full Void Shield. So it's a very good counter to the Void Shield meta. Similar to Tio's skill, but it doesn't have a buff reduce. But I mean, it's got the extra hit. So very strong. Look at this one. Purifying, I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Inflicts 80% physical damage on all enemies, so it's pretty low scaling. Additionally, increase the damage by 30% for each missing enemy and stuns the enemy for 2 turns at a certain rate. Okay, so this one is a 5-man target, and pretty much, firstly, it's going to reduce everyone's void shield by 1 hit, and secondly, it applies stun. Depends on the rate. I doubt it's going to be a high rate, probably like same proc rate as Nia or Jin's CC, so maybe 2 out of 5 normally, which is still very good because, let's say, because he doesn't have buff reduce, which is very handy at killing zombie units such as him or Teal, which I'm sure that in top level arena there will be a lot of them, but he's got this CC, means, you know, if you CC the zombies, they become pretty useless. And also CC the non-zombie units such as Lubu or whatever. So it's got its upside compared to buff reduce with the stun. So overall his kit looks very strong in the current meta, and I think a lot of you will be like, well, look, another void shield unit, it's just people just gonna stack void shield. But in my opinion, he is actually the key to unit diversity from this moment on, and I will explain just in a short moment. But firstly, what kind of item? Firstly, double speed, which is pretty much given. Give his passive crit and counter rate. And item wise, you can go double counter, but for me, I think I will go 1 counter and 1 HP, because you still want your highest CC accessory on your fastest unit, most likely your beatdown, because you want your first turn CC, which is very crucial. So because of your highest CC accessory on beatdown, so you always want beatdown to counter as well, so you don't want him to counter when your beatdown's alive. And it's very likely, even when he pops his zombie, your beatdown still will be alive, as he will be the front line, and beatdown is most likely to be your backline unit. So I would suggest to give him 1 counter armor and 1 HP armor, and also make him maybe survive another turn before he turns into zombie. So that's what I suggest item wise. And what is his role in the current meta? I think now he is available, the meta is going to change a little bit. As you can, I explained in my previous video about the turtle team that's very strong on Asia server. With him, it adds diversity, because firstly you look at the arena right now. Let's go to the top rank. Okay, so use Nephi as an example. You have Beatdown, Lubu, Rose, and Teal. So 4 void shield plus an ace. You have a few options. Firstly, because he is on the same speed as Rose, and he offers double hit, which Rose doesn't, and you want to keep ace for his, attack boost. So most likely a lot of people is going to take out Rose and put Jiparan in the lineup. So it's still going to be 4 void shield plus an ace. In this case, I think it's stronger than Black Rose, just because of double hit and because the zombie mode with all the counters, speed attacks will take out opponent's void shield. So that's one option. So secondly, for people without Teal, obviously you can keep Beatdown, Lubu, Ace, Black Rose as your core and just put Jiparan in place for Teal. Maybe right now you're running a Dylan's or Yuxing, so you can take them out and put Jiparan there. It not only increases your speed, but it gives you more survivability with the extra void shield. But now the interesting thing I want to talk about is the 5 Void Shield team. So if you take out Ace and put Jiparan with Bidam, Lubu, Rose, and Teal, so you have 5 Void Shield units here. And keep in mind, Jiparan is on 30 speed, which is higher. I think Ace speed higher than Ace. If you go to Ace speed, I think it's 22. Let's just see Ace, right? 76 minus 54. So Ace is on 22 base speed. So that means if you use 5 Void Shield units, you are going to get the first turn advantage, which is pretty huge to take out all these Void Shields, especially if your Teal and Jiparan moves, or if it lands a CC. So I think, in my opinion, it creates a rock, paper, scissors situation. So you have your rock here, so 4 Void Shield plus Ace being your rock. This unit, it kills scissors, which can be turtle teams because of Ace attack boost, and if you have a high level Lubu, he can do a lot of damage to a turtle team. So rock beats scissors, but paper, in my opinion, is going to be the 5 Void Shield unit, which you take out Ace and put Jiparan in. So paper is gonna beat rock is gonna beat scissors, and in turn scissors, being the turtle team, is going to beat paper. The reason is because if you take Ace out, you don't have the damage boost, even though you have 5 Void Shield units, but without damage boost, it's just going to take a little bit longer for a turtle team to take you out one by one. So it kind of creates this kind of rock, paper, scissors situation, which I think is very good for the diversity of the meta, and I think it's going to make top level arena a lot more interesting. So that is my opinion on the new hero. And tomorrow, my video, I think I'm going to do one fusion video, plus I'm going to do some pulls, just see if I'm lucky to get the new hero, and I'll try to make him level 40 as soon as possible, just to showcase to you guys. And also tomorrow I want to talk about the impact of the current guild vs guild ban list, which is they banned Lubu, Rose, Elaine, and Dylan's. It's very good in my opinion because it just gives you so many options and makes guild vs guild a lot more interesting. So stay tuned for my tomorrow's video, and I hope my explanation of the new hero is not too confusing, because I mean, he is, in my opinion, a very interesting unit that is going to bring more diversity into the current meta. Okay, so thanks all for watching, and I'll hopefully see all of you in my next video. Bye.